EA Sports. It's in the game.
Stop me, oh, somebody stop me. Stop me, somebody stop me. Stop me, oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mariota on first down. Goes underneath for Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready. We're waiting. Get set. Get set.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Derek Morgan in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Got it.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. 20. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here we go. One day. Check.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Try to pound it in. Kamara hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He dumps it off for Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Kill. 11.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football, able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time. Big time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Ready. Ready. 21, 21, 21. Got it. 12.
Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
To throw Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Eluded. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Kill! Hey, two.
Breeze going to sneak it, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alex Okafor in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. If you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Mariota hands to Henry. Knocks him over. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mariota toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in in for a Titans touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Breeze now on first down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The second down throw here for Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll throw again. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. To the air again, Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Yellow lady. Left. Got it. 21. 5-8.
On 1st down, Breeze. Going deep here for Bryant. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Ready. Waiting.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Benjamin Watson from 13 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. To throw is Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Mariota now on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Got it.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready. You waiting? Over. Got it.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 44 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Going underneath for Lewis. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Again, it's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Breeze now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Lutz puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Titans now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Mariota to throw. Finding some room in midfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And that score should be the proverbial icing on the old cake.
What kind of cake?
I go white cake, peanut butter frosting.
I like the way you think, and I think they may celebrate with exactly that cake when this game's over.
I'm going down to the locker room. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.